When the market tightens, some strategies quietly stop working. If you're a senior engineer and applying online isn't working, it's probably not because you're doing it badly. It's because the system itself is broken. And this isn't new. It's always been broken. And once you understand this, finding a new role becomes a lot easier. The traditional job search focuses almost entirely on advertised roles. You apply, you wait, and very often you hear nothing. This leads people to assume they need to apply more. You know those posts on Hacker News about sending hundreds of applications? I've been wondering about them. The problem isn't a lack of persistence, they've obviously got that. It's something else. Earlier I said it's always been broken, and for good reason. Historically, the best roles are rarely advertised. They went to people somebody already trusted. That pattern never really disappeared. Most studies put it somewhere between 60 and 80% are not advertised. They're filled through networks and referrals. This explains things like ghost jobs. Roles that stay posted for weeks even though no one seems to be hired. I've applied for a few of those. In many cases, the decision has already been made internally. The posting is just a formality. So when you apply online, you're not knocking on a door that's slightly ajar. You're facing a drawbridge that's already been raised. You're often competing for a job that no longer really exists, or for one where someone else is already highly favoured. Well, luckily there are a couple of side doors into this castle. A more effective approach is to stop relying on a single channel. Instead, run multiple strategies in parallel. The first door to try is to reactivate your network. This doesn't mean asking for favours. You don't want to do that. It means letting former colleagues know you're open to opportunities. That alone surfaces roles that never reach job boards. And don't assume that people you didn't like felt the same way about you. People often remember working relationships much more positively than you'd expect. And if you don't have many good contacts, then there's another door you can try. And that's direct outreach, but not to companies. Companies don't have problems, people do. And a mistake a lot of engineers make is messaging a generic inbox or a recruiter they've never met. That's just as anonymous as applying online. What actually works is finding the right person inside the organization, a manager, a tech lead, someone accountable for delivery. Even somebody junior might be able to help you. But it should really be someone who would feel the pain. If a project slipped or a system failed, the goal isn't to ask for a job, it's to start a chat, a conversation. And that sounds something like this. I saw on LinkedIn you're handling X. How's that been going for you? Because I know it can be a real challenge at times. What's your experience been like so far? There's no resume, no pitch, no vacancy required. This matches how senior roles are often created. Not through postings, but through recognition of a problem. And once there's a real conversation, roles can be shaped around your capability. Before that point, a CV just gets in the way. If applying online isn't working for you, doing more of it won't fix the problem. You don't need more applications. You need more surface area for opportunity.